enough about and see my son grow up and lose weight, look crazy for a little bit, and get better, slowly or fastly or whatever your condition may be. Get rid of diabetes. Now you want to tell me for other things. 2018, come on. In your 20s, you want to live your life. Hi, you guys. So I know it's been a while since I've done anything. Well, I've been sporadic on social media, but I haven't really been like consistently posting or anything. Just to keep a long story short, these 2 years have been, I can't even think of a word to put it. Like, excuse me. On one hand, I've had some of the best moments of my life, and then on the other hand, I've had some of the worst moments of my life. So these past 2 years have literally been the 2 best and worst years of my life. I feel like I can say, like, it's so strange. But it is what it is. I'm moving forward, and I'm, on to bigger and better things. For the most part, I kind of keep my life out of social media, because I want to do my blog and on my website and do vlogging on YouTube. Of course, I have to share my life. It's something that I really want to do because I feel like my purpose is to help people. And I feel like part of helping people is sharing your own life experiences and sharing what you go through. So that's the whole reason why I want to push through and, do this for you guys. Hopefully you enjoy. Hopefully you can connect and you can teach me some things and I can hopefully teach you guys some things. So I say all that to say that this blog vlog, I guess you could say, because it's a video blog, is just going to be an update about my life, and what has been going on with me. I am back in South Carolina. I was living in Georgia for the past, like, year and a half, almost 2 years. But due to health challenges, I had to relocate back to South Carolina because I needed my family. It just got to a point where I couldn't do it on my own, with just me by myself and my son. Like, I had no support system. So, falling ill really made that transition for me. Well, caused me to make that transition because, I just got to a point where I just couldn't do it. And so to give you a little bit of the history, about June of last year, I was diagnosed with diabetes. And I was actually going to the doctor because I have severe bladder issues. And I was trying to figure out what was going on. So I basically got tested for any and everything. And what came back was that I had diabetes. And I was just kind of like, well, what does having diabetes have to do with these symptoms that I'm having? And yes, some of the symptoms of diabetes are, like frequent urination and bladder issues and stuff like that. But I didn't know enough about diabetes to know exactly the correlation between what I eat and what I was experiencing. And so I immediately, I can't say immediately because honestly, first I was angry. I'm like, I'm young. I'm trying to get it. I'm out here trying to make moves. Why am I sick? Like, why am I going through this? I'm trying to support me and my son. It's not fair. You go through that. You go through that moment where you're just like, this isn't fair. Like, why am I dealing with this? Why am I going through this? I never had real health issues like that. So for that to come up, it was crazy. And then as far as family, like, I didn't know until I was diagnosed that my grandparents on my father's side, they both had diabetes. And so my grandmother on my dad's side passed away, and then my grandfather on my dad's side is going through issues with diabetes. So, but I didn't know. And so that was, because I didn't know, that was nothing I would ever look out for. That was nothing that anybody talked to me about or that I even looked into. I just didn't know about it. So that was really tough getting that diagnosis. Number one, having to learn what it was, having to learn how it affected my body, having to learn how whatever I ate affected my body. Like, it was a learning experience, but I'm grateful for it because, I'm definitely more particular about what I put in my body now, as we all should be. So that was definitely a wake-up call for me. And so when I realized that, got over the angry and the not fair and whatever, I was like, okay, if I want to live to be around and see my son grow up and, see my dreams come to fruition, I have to make lifestyle changes, period. And so I cut out carbs. I cut out, for those of you guys who don't know, carbs turn into sugar. And so that's what affects your sugar levels, and that ties into diabetes. So, which I didn't know nothing about any of this stuff. But I learned real quick. And so I stopped eating breads. I stopped eating rice, sugars, pasta. I just like cut out carbs from my diet, period. Like, I ate little here and there. And when I say little, I mean very little. Even if I ate a little bread, it was wheat bread. Or even if I ate a little rice, it was brown rice. You know, it was natural. I tried to do as much as I could to be on the healthy side. And I lost so much weight. Like, I started to even look sick because I cut out all of that from my diet. And I lost a good 15 pounds. And I'm already small. So me losing 15 pounds, I literally, my mom was, when I would come home, my mom would be like, oh my God, like, you look like you're fading away. Like, I can see your rib cage. But it was a sacrifice I had to make. It's like, okay, eat what you want and have diabetes and end up killing yourself, or stop eating what you want and, you know, lose weight, look crazy for a little bit and get better. And I did that consistently because when I got tested in June, they said, you know, every 3 months they'll retest your A1C and see where you are as far as diabetes. So I did that. December of last year, I went and got my A1C tested, and my A1C was 6.9 in June, which was kind of close to the pre-diabetes level, which is how I knew that if I ate right consistently for a while, I could reverse the diabetes. Well, I figured I could. I didn't really know. I just had faith, guys. Honestly, I had faith. I prayed about it and I said, God, I'm gonna try to do what I can on the natural. You got me on the supernatural, and we're gonna make this thing go away. Because I'm 20. When I got the diagnosis, I was 27. I was like, I'm 27 years old. Come on now. Like, for me to have something like this come up in my life, it's not okay. It's just not. So I did that. My A1C was 6.9. When I got retested in December, my A1C was 5. So that was no longer in diabetes levels. So my doctor was like, you don't have diabetes. You know, I don't know what it is that you did, but keep doing it because you did it. You did it. And it's so crazy because I've come across people that have diabetes, and, you know, not to talk about anybody because to each his own, but if you tell me that you put this in my body and it's killing me slowly or fastly, or whatever your condition may be, why won't you have enough discipline just to change your lifestyle to improve yourself? You know, if not you, at least for your kids, at least for your family members, at least for the people who care about you. But whatever, like I said, to each his own. It's what I did. And so I can say that I no longer have diabetes, which I am very happy about. I have started to reintroduce breads back into my diet, still wheat bread. And I still don't eat rice, and I still don't eat pasta. Well, I eat my mama's mac and cheese every now and again. However, for the most part, I don't eat pasta and I don't eat rice, period. And I try to, if I eat bread, it's got to be wheat bread. I try. So, because, again, this is a lifestyle change. It's something that I know I'm predisposed for. So I'm going to watch out and try to watch what I eat so that it doesn't creep back on me later on in life, or whatever the case may be. So that's how that happened. Now, I'm still having the bladder issues. And it's crazy because I'm thinking, okay, I get rid of this diabetes, I'm still having the bladder problems. But it seems like now that I got rid of the diabetes, the bladder problems have gotten worse. So I went to doctors for 1.5 years for them to tell me, well, no, not even a year. It hasn't even been a year because it's not in June. But I went to doctors for, I say, about 6 months for them to tell me that my bladder pains were because of diabetes. Get rid of diabetes. Now you want to test me for other things. When you could have tested me for other things back then, and whatever the case may be, it would have been resolved by now. But it is what it is. So I got tested for okay, this is gonna be TMI, guys. So, you know, if you don't want to hear, you know, the intricate, weird details of my life, just kind of fast forward this part. But I got a vaginal ultrasound. And it's pretty self-explanatory what that is. And they found out that I have a fibroid. So that's what's causing the bladder pain. And it's like, okay, we could have been done something about that had I known. But anyway, all I can say, my best piece of advice to you guys is doctors are great. I feel like doctors are here for a reason. Modern medicine is awesome, saves lives, all that good stuff. However, do not just trust what these doctors say. Get tested, get retested, get a second opinion, go to different doctors, because they don't do the best job at really trying to get to the root of every issue. And I can say that because over these past 6 or 7 months, I've gone to, I say, at least about 6 or 7 different doctors. And for only one doctor, who's my doctor now, to have found a fibroid after all of those different doctors, really modern medicine, really? It's 2018. Come on. But anyway, it is what it is. Just like I got over diabetes, I will get over fibroids. Whatever issue, whatever there may be, I'm going to get over it. I'm now seeing a urologist. I have a couple procedures that are coming up. So I'm just going to stay in faith, just how I did with the diabetes, that this is going to go through too. But guys, when I tell you, and another reason why I kind of stopped sewing and stopped really doing stuff with my business is because honestly, guys, like I spend at least, I say 60 to 70% of every day in pain. Like I'm like at the beginning of this video, I was in like excruciating pain, but it's crazy because it's like I have tried to do I've been going through this for so long. I just deal with it. It's no point in being upset. Like sometimes I have my moments. Sometimes I feel weak. Sometimes I'm just like, why? You know, you go through those feelings and those emotions, but at the end of the day, faith is believing that this is going to change. This is not always going to be my story. Yes, I'm going through it right now. Yes, it's difficult for me to wake up a lot of times in the morning. Most of the times I wake up in the morning and I can't walk. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times I wake up in the middle of the night. I have to go to the bathroom. Like I would say 20 to 30 times a day. It's annoying, you know, and then the pain that I'm in is just ridiculous. I'm on pain medicine, and it's just not a way that in your 20s you want to live your life. But everything happens for a reason. You know, I look at it like this. Again, like I said at the beginning of the video, my purpose is to help people. How can I help and inspire people who are sick if I've never been sick? You know what I'm saying? How can I help women who are going through things if I've never been through nothing? So I just say, I chuck it to the game and say, I'm going to get through this just like I got through everything else, and I'm going to have a testimony. I'm going to have a story to tell, and my story is going to be able to help somebody else. So I'm going to continue to push through. I'm going to try to be more consistent as far as social media and giving you guys content, keeping up with my website, which is another reason why I deleted Facebook, because it's just too much. Like I am working a job. I'm like actually sitting in the parking lot about to go to work. I'm really early, so I was like, hey, why not shoot this video? I've been wanting to do it for a while anyway. So I just went ahead and shot this video, and you know, I work, I have my child. By the time I get off work, I have barely enough energy to help him with homework, get him settled in for the night, you know, spend time with him, and then we going to bed. Like 8 or 9 o'clock, it's lights out for me. Like for real. And then get up in the morning, early in the morning, take him to school, go to work, like repeat, you know. So and I do all of this pushing through pain every single day. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Like, but I do it. I trust God. I believe God. And like I say, this is not always going to be my story. It's just something that I am going through. And hopefully very soon I have another update video for you guys with more good news that is all viral. I know it. I believe it. But I'm also going to try to get back into, well, I am getting back into sewing and doing collections. That is like my piece. I've been sewing this whole time, but it's just been for me. It hasn't been to put anything out, to put stuff on social media, or, you know, it's been for me. That's my piece. That's where I find peace. That's where, you know, I can express my feelings. That's my outlet. So now I'm going to be doing it more like as a business, to get back into what I really want to be doing. And also just to help women, just to that's why I'm sharing my experiences. I'm writing my blogs to hopefully inspire and help people. So hopefully I'll be doing that for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel because I am going to be uploading more content. It's going to be a whole bunch of different things. I can't even begin to say all the ideas that I have. Just stay in tune, subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And I am ready to go on this journey in 2018, and I hope you guys will come with me, and I hope you're blessed, and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.